Hi guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. This is for the week of February 24th through March 2nd. We're in March. We're getting slowly catching up. But this is the Chill and Chic, say that 5 times fast, kit from Scribble Co. This was another one of those kits that I actually had slotted for my 2024 planner. And because I'm not planning anything in my 2024 planner right now, I'm like, no, I need to put this in this planner. So this kit is just absolutely gorgeous. It came with a foil bundle because it was a mystery when I did originally get it, but oh my god, this kit is beautiful. Just the colors and everything in it, and it's like the perfect transition from February to March because it has a tiny bit of the pink and orange in there, but it also has like a little bit of like a chartreuse like green color, and oh my god, we love it's so pretty. But did anything happen this week? Oh, it did. Okay, so first of all, I had another dentist appointment because if you guys have been following along on my vlogs, I've had so many dentist appointments, so many, including fillings. I had a root canal. I had quite a lot of fillings. I have to get my crown on the 14th, which might actually be when you guys see this. Actually, I think it is going to be when you guys see this, so wish me luck on my crown. But I've had quite a lot of dentist appointments going through this whole thing, and I had another one on this week. And then the fun part actually of this week was I had a Galentine's dinner with my friends. We had planned it like a couple months in advance, or like a month in advance, because trying to get me and my friends all together is almost impossible. What's crazy is that we all work together, so we all see each other like intermittently, but trying to get every single one of us together is non-existent. So it was actually really fun that we were finally able to have like a Galentine's Day. And especially because I wasn't even here for Valentine's Day, so I was like, I want to at least do something for Valentine's Day, because I was at the Rascal Flatts concert for Valentine's Day, so it was nice to be able to have some fun with them and do some things with them. But we did have a Valentine's Day dinner at Red Robin. We were going back and forth between Chili's and Red Robin, and I think the group majority was Red Robin because they have bottomless fries, and then also I think their drinks too. But it was so much fun, just so entertaining just to be around us. Like, I will say I have a really, really good core group of friends. Like, I've never found friends that are as supportive as the ones that I have, which is great because like the amount of things that all of us go through, every single one of us, if we didn't have each other, we would probably all be losing our minds and constantly breaking down, constantly having issues. Like, we would be not okay. And I'm hardcore thankful for the amount of like friends and like the people that I have in my life, and like my friends in general, just because like they're all such good people, and like it was so much fun just to be like with them. So yes, anyway, sorry not to get all like cheesy and sentimental, but it was just really, really fun to have a day with them and like a night with them. And it was kind of funny because I was actually the one that worked the latest, and so I was the one that was like, I'm gonna be there last, so like I'll get there when I can. If you guys can get like a table, I'll try to get there, it's fine. And what was funny was that I was actually the first one there somehow. Like, there was one of my friends, she was off, the other two were working, and I straight out was like, how did I beat every single one of you? Actually, two of my friends were off. One of them was there first, and then the second one who was off was the one who got there last, and then the two that got off before me from work, they also got there after me. And I was like, there's no way that I got here first. How did I get here first? And even one of them, she was like, how did you beat all of them? And I was like, I have absolutely no idea. But it was just funny. It was just fun to be around them. We had little like heart headbands that one of our friends had bought us, and we had to wear it throughout the whole dinner. And like, our waitress was really nice. She was like, I love you guys' get up. Like, we all wore like hearts, and we wore like Valentine's Day-y clothing, and it was just a lot of fun. So yeah, anyway, I just kind of went on like a whole rant about that, but that was the main thing for this week. I did start back up playing Dreamlight Valley on this day, or on this week. It was on the Sunday that I started playing it, which is really fun. The Aladdin and Jasmine update had come out, and so I decided to start playing that again, which I go through phases of playing Dreamlight Valley. It's pretty much like I'll finish the star path and then lose interest in it until there's a new star path. I just didn't play the Sally star path, which was the one that went through in December, I believe. That was the one I didn't end up playing, but I have played pretty much all the rest of them. So I just had a sneezing attack, so I have no idea what I was talking about. But let's just get into the day by day. I did not mean to have a whole blown sneezing attack, but here we are. Anyway, first thing for Monday, I did upload on this day, so I used a filming slate from Manny Dreams, who definitely shop is no longer open, and then the script is from my shop. And then I did do discussion responses like I always do on Mondays, and I used this is like a good job like sticker, like a submitted sticker from Paper and Milk. I figured it was kind of fitting, but I used that to mark that. And then I did have my dentist appointment on this day, so I used a Stick with a Plan Code Girl and an appointment script from the foil bundle. Oh my god, now I'm hiccuping. I'm dying over here. And then I did take a nap after my appointment. Honestly, I probably took a nap so I could just like ride out the numbness of my mouth, but I did use a Papershire vanilla and a nap script from the foil bundle. And then I did fold my laundry on this day, and I used a scribbler to mark that and another script from the foil bundle. And last but not least, I marked that I ended my night by reading, and I used a Paper and Milk Maro for that. And the read script is from my shop. Moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday was my payday as always. I also messed up this underlay right here, and you can really see it when I put down this box. It's really bad. I didn't mean to like mess it up that badly, but it's a little rough. But I did mark payday, so I used both the icon and the script are from the foil bundle. And then I did have a project shift on this day. Sometimes our managers will give us project shifts if there is something specific that they want us to do. So I was doing a training shift on this day. I had to train every single one of my coworkers that are on my team for I don't want to say a position, but like a cart that we had to train for. So I was in a project shift all on this day as well as on Saturday for it. But I used Pascal to mark that because he's green and he kind of like works relatively well, and because my job is at Disney, I will use any type of Disney character to mark work related things normally. And then I did pay my bills, so I used a payment sticker that is from Carly Plans, and the pay bills is from my shop in font 1. And then on the second half of Tuesday, I did do some grocery shopping. I actually went to the grocery store to buy ingredients for cookies, and what was funny was that I bought the ingredients that I needed, and then I went and came home and I found out that my butter was bad. Like it had mold on it, and I was like, oh cool, you said you don't expire for a little bit, but you're bad. So I did end up not baking cookies until Thursday when I had to get more ingredients. But for the shopping, I just used a little grocery scribbler, and then the shopping scripts from the foil bundle. And then I did read again, and I used another Paper and Milk Maro for that. And then I did just go to bed early, and I used a scribbler to mark that. Moving on to Wednesday. I did get Starbucks before work, so I used a Paper and Milk coffee cup to mark that, and the Starbucks run is from the foil bundle. And then I did mark traffic again. Wow, I marked traffic on Wednesday last week too. Something about traffic on Wednesdays for some reason. But that sticker I believe is from Van Sticky. I could be wrong, but I think that's where it's from. And then I did mark that I was in my head. I mentioned this in my last plan with me. You guys will kind of find out why I've been feeling the way I've been feeling eventually at the end of March, but you will see a lot more of me like overthinking and being in my head leading up to it. But I did just use a anxious emoji to mark that from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then I did make a Sephora order on this day to, I don't know what I ordered, but I ordered probably like my foundation or something, but I used a Coffee Monsters code emoji to mark that as well. And then I did finish I Hope This Finds You Well, which, oh, I loved it. It was so good. And I used a Fox and Cactus book sticker to mark that. Moving on to Thursday. I did mark that I was tired AF. I'm assuming probably because I stayed up all night, or I just couldn't fall asleep because I couldn't get my brain to shut up. One of the two. But I used a Once More With Love. What is it called? Oh my god, my brain is struggling right now too. Once More With Love Munchkin and a Tired AF script from the foil bundle. And then I did watch some Friends again, and I used a Papershire sticker to mark that, and the Friends script is from my shop. And then I didn't realize that I still had a DoorDash membership because I don't use DoorDash. I used it during the pandemic and a little bit after it, but I haven't used it in a long time. So I finally canceled it because I realized that I don't need it anymore because I don't use it. So I used this little like door delivery munchkin from Once More With Love to mark that. And then on the second half of Thursday, I started a new book. I started Keep It in the Family, which is also a book that's on Kindle Unlimited. I will be honest with you, it took me forever to read this book. It was so slow. And for like a mystery thriller book, I was not expecting it to be so slow, but guys, it was so slow. At least for me it was. Like, maybe some people enjoyed it. I personally, not a huge fan of it. I think I gave it like 3 stars. But I did use a new book sticker from Once More with Love to mark that. And then I finally baked my cookies on this day. So I used a Wonton a Million sticker, and the baked cookie script is a custom from my shop. Moving on to Friday. Friday, as always, is my discussion board day. So I used a group project Munchkin sticker for that. And then I did get Del Taco. I probably got Del Taco for breakfast on the way to work. And I used I think this is a Once More with Love sticker to mark that. It's like a burrito. I think it's Once More with Love. I could be wrong. And then the Del Taco is from my shop. And then I did mark that it was chaotic at work. It was. We had a bunch of call outs, so it just made like work really wild. And then I felt bad because both me and my friend, we were asked to extend, and both of us were like, no, sorry, we have our Galentine's Day dinner. We're not gonna do that. So they like kept asking us for like overtime. We're like, no, we got plans. Sorry. So it was just a really, really chaotic day at work. So to mark that, I used like this On Fire Munchkin from Once More with Love because it's very fitting. And then, like I said, we did go to Red Robin for dinner. So I used a Paper Bits Co. little bear with a martini in its hand to mark that. And then to mark Galentine's dinner with friends, I used this the same thing, a Paper Bits Co. Sticker with like these little heart balloons because they were really cute. And I figured they were the most fitting for our Galentine's Day dinner. So yeah, again, really, really, really happy that I was able to have that Galentine's Day dinner. It was a really good time with friends. Moving on to Saturday. Saturday, we are marking Dunkin' as we always do. So I used a Paper and Milk coffee cup and a Dunkin' script from my shop in font 6. And then I did mark that I was in my feelings. I'm so sorry, guys. You guys are going to get a lot of this, and it's not going to end anytime soon. But I did use another emoji to mark that, and an in my feelings script from the foil bundle. And then I had my second project shift on this day, and for this one I used Angel from the Stitch sheet from Once More with Love. Again, she just matched. I was just trying to find whatever Disney character matched the best, and she matched relatively well. So that is why I used her for it. On the second half of Saturday, I did finally order my Kindle. In the last plan with me, I mentioned how I actually ordered my Kindle case before I even ordered the Kindle. But I finally ordered the Kindle on this day, which was really exciting, and I've used it a little bit. I haven't used it quite as much as I thought I would, but that's just because I prefer like physical books. I always have, but having a Kindle is nice. I just always prefer like physical books, and then if a book is really good, I'm gonna be like, well, I want the hard copy of it, so I might as well buy it anyway. So yeah, it's a little hit or miss, but I have been using it, which is good because obviously I'm not wasting my money. But for the Kindle, I did just use a Munchkin from Once More with Love to mark that. And then we did order groceries on this day, so I used I actually don't know where this bag from. I think it's from Paper and Milk, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. And then the grocery shopping script is from the foil bundle. And I just marked that I cuddled Bailey on this day because my girl is getting a little old, and I need to mark things when I can. So the Red Husky is from Beneva Creations, I believe. And then the Cuddle and the Bailey are, one's from Scribble Co. and the other one's a custom. Moving on to Sunday. Sunday I did sleep in, so I used a Paper and Milk. No, that's 1000% not right. Once More with Love Munchkin to mark that, and the sleep in is from the foil bundle. And then I used a Paper and Milk coffee cup to mark the coffee run, which was the Starbucks run that we had. And I did read on this day. I read, I'm assuming, most of Binding 13, I think, because I finally finished Binding 13 on this day. Yeah, I believe Binding 13 is what I was reading, so I used a Munchkin for that, and the read script is from the foil bundle. And then I did finish Binding 13, finally, on this day, so I used another Fox and Cactus book for that. And I just marked that I had a lazy day because I literally read all day, and then I played Dreamlight Valley. That's literally all I did. So I used a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji wrapped up in some blankets, and the lazy day script is from Scribble Co. And then, last but not least, to mark Dreamlight Valley, I used a Paper and Milk little switch and a Dreamlight Valley script that is from my shop. And that is this spread. Wait until I zoom out, guys. Look at how pretty she is. Oh, I forgot that I didn't fill that in. That I didn't like fill in the order Kindle. I think I just like skipped it. There we go. Look at how pretty she is. Look at it. Oh my god. This spread is so pretty. I love it. And like with the foil and everything, it's just, oh, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at her. Look at her. She's a stunner. A stunner. Oh my god, we love her. Anyway, I'm gonna flip through everything that is left in the kit. It's an ultimate kit, so we got a lot of leftovers. I don't tend to use a lot of the bigger boxes, and I try not to use a solid label so I can save them for future spreads. But guys, just these colors of this kit, I'm so excited. I'm glad that I'm back into planning and just seeing how pretty some of these spreads are. But yes, that is it. Let me give you a little bit of a wiggle. Hopefully the foil comes off. Does it come off? Oh, she does. Oh, she does. She pretty. It's pretty. Oh, we love to see it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And leave me some type of comment down below. And I'll see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye!